Welcome to Macmo Academy. In this video, we will learn about number sequence. What are number sequences? In these type of question or in these type of problem, the sequences would be given to us and we have to identify our rule. What specific rule is going to use to get the next number, or what is the rule, or what is the basically number which is adding, subtracting, multiplying or dividing from each term to get the next term. So we will see, we will identify those two rules, and this is very interesting topic. State a rule and write down the next two term. You can see with the question, and we need to analyze the pattern first. What pattern is going to happening in a particular sequence? So to answer these type of question, this is very interesting. We need to analyze the pattern first. It's written 3, 8, 13, 18 and 23 and so on. Means we need to write the next two term. How to write down the next two term? We have to analyze them, and then we have to write down the rule as well. What rule is being followed in this particular sequence? So if we will see 3 and 18, the gap is of 5. So we will see whether the gap is remain the same or not. So if we will see, if we will again add 5 in it, we are getting 13. We are again adding 5 in 13, so we are getting 18. Now add 5 each time to get the next term. Now it means that if we will add 5 in 23, then we will get the next term, and then again add 5 in the previous term to get the next term. So this is how it is simple is. So we need to write down the rule as well. Start with 3. If it is plus 3, so we will write plus 3. If it would be negative 3, so we would write negative 3. Then what is happening? Add. Then add 5 in each term to get the next term. So this is called a general rule for this particular sequence. So this is how we can answer, or how we can analyze and we can predict the next terms for a particular sequence, and we can add 5 to generate the sequence more. Now what is happening over here? Now if we will see 20, negative 20, negative 26, negative 32, means they are not multiple of each other, they are not dividing by any number to get. So it means that there is something addition and subtraction going on. So if we will add the differences of 6, so whether it is plus 6 or minus 6, if we will add 6 in 20, so plus minus would be minus and the sign would be of bigger number, so it would gives us negative 14. But if we will subtract 6 from 20, so we will get negative 26. Now if we will subtract 6 from 26, we will get 32 negative, and again if we will subtract 6 from negative 32, we will get 38. So it means that by subtracting 6, we will get the next terms. So now how to get the next term? The next term would be negative 50, and the other next one would be negative 56. Now how to write down the rule? Start with minus 20 and subtract 6 from each term to get the next term. So this is how to write down the generalized rule for a particular sequence. Now look at the next part. It's written 5, 15, 45. So if we will add 10 in it, so we are getting 15. Now if we will add 10 and 15, so 15 plus 10 is 25, but it's not 45. It's not 25, it's 45. So it means that with the addition, the sequence is going to be wrong. But if we will see in this way, 5 plus 10 is 15, then 15 plus 30 is 45, but again there is no particular pattern is going over here. But if we will think about the different perspective, instead of addition and subtraction we will think with the pattern of multiplication. So 15 times 3 multiplied by 3 is 15, and 15 times 3 is 45, and 45 times 3 is 135. Now what comes next? Now to get the next term we will multiply 135 with 3. So 5 3s are 15, 3 3s are 9, it's 10, 3 1s are 3, plus 1 405. So the next term would be 405. So how to write down the next term? We will write all these terms as it is, and now we will write 405. Now to obtain the next term, again multiply 405 by 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 zeros are 0, plus 1 1, 3 4s are 12. So the next term would be 1213. I hope you are understanding and you guys are enjoying. 1215, not 3. It's 1215. The next term would be 1215. Now how to write down the rule? Start with 5, multiply each term by 3 to get the next term. So this is how we can answer the question of sequences. Now we will look at over here at the fourth part. Now the numbers are very big, 4374 positive, and then negative 1458, then positive 4886, then negative 162, then again positive 54. Now plus minus plus minus. Now if the numbers are getting smaller as we are proceeding towards the next term of the sequences, it means that there is a particular number which is dividing each time to get the next term. Now over here in case of multiplication the numbers are getting big, so if you can see the numbers are getting bigger. In addition the numbers are also getting bigger, but in subtraction the number are getting smaller. So it means that a particular number is dividing. So now which number is dividing we are unable to predict by looking at those two big numbers. But if we want to answer this particular problem, so there is a very easy and simple technique. Go for the last two terms and divide them. Minus 162 divided by 54. Now divide them by whatever the common factor between both of them. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 2 is 9, means divisible by 3. It is also divisible by 3. So 3 1s are 3, 2 will be carried, 3 8s are, 3 5s are, 1 will be carried, 3 4s are. So if you will see, they both are divisible by 3. Now when we have divided 162 by 3, so what we have got? We got 54. So we have divided by positive 3, but if we will divide by negative series, so we will get what? Plus 54. Now you can check as well. Minus 162 divided by negative 3. Minus minus cancel, 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, 1 will be carried, 3 4, 3 4s are 12. So it means that each number is divisible by 3. So we can check now. 3 1s are 3, 1 will be carried, 3 4s are 12, 1 will be carried, 3 5s are 15, 3 8s are 24. Now if you can see, we have divided by positive 3, if we will divide by negative 3, so it will give us minus 1458. You can see over here. So it means that if we will divide each term by 3, so we will get the next term. So this is how we can identify by which number they are dividing or multiplying. Now what we will do, now we will divide 54 by negative 3. You can divide in this way as well. 3 ones are 3, 2 will be carried, 3 8s are 24. Now plus minus is minus, minus 18. Now when you will divide negative 18 by 3, so 3 6 are 18, so minus minus would become plus. So these are the next two terms of the sequence. Now how to write down the rule? Start with 4374 and divide by negative 3 each term to get the next term. So this is how we can predict the sequence and answer the particular sequence. Now let's look at these sequences. Now let's start with part A first. So now if you will see, if we will add 3 in 1, so we will get 4 plus 5, so means 3 plus 5. So there is not a proper sequence which they are following. Neither if we multiply any of them, so we will get 4, and then for example 1 4s are 4, 4 4s are 16, it's coming 9. So now think with different perspective. So we have to give the rule as well as we have to write down the next two terms. So in this particular sequence, if you will look at very carefully, these are the squares of natural numbers. So square of 5, then the next would be square of 6, which would be 36, then square of 7, which would be 49, comma, and so on. So the next two terms would be 36, comma, 49, and so on. Now how to write down the rule? Start. These are the squares of natural numbers. Squares of natural numbers starting from 1. Why we are writing starting from 1? Because it could be sequence could be given from here as well, 9 16 25 36 and so on. So these are also the square of natural number, but starting from 3. So that's why we are writing over here that these are the in this particular sequence, if any of a person look at the rule, he can generate the sequence as well automatically. Now if you will look at over here 1 8 27 24 64, there is no proper pattern in addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Nothing is followed. So if you will look at over here, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So these are the cubes of natural number. So cube of 5 would be 125 and the cube of 6 would be 216 and so on. So cube of natural numbers starting from 1. So I hope you are understanding starting from 1. Now let's look at this one. The numbers are getting decreased. Means what is happening? 1600, 800, 400, 200 means getting half. Getting half means dividing by 2. So the next two dividing by 2. So the next two terms would be divide. If we will divide 200 by 2, we will get 100, and if we will divide 100 by 2, we will get 50. And half of 50 would be 25. But they have asked the last two sequence. So start with 1600. Start with 1600 and divide each term by 2 to get the next term. Now again the number is getting decreased. So what is happening over here? Basically it is getting increased because negative 100 is smaller, negative 90 is bigger than negative 80. Now means the difference is of 10. If we will add 10 in 100, so we will get minus 90. Now again plus 10, now again plus 10. So what would be the next two terms? The next two terms would be minus 70 and minus 60. So start with minus 100 and add 10 to each term to get the next term. Now let's look at this question. The question is saying write down the next two terms. Now we do not have to write down the rule. Why? Because in each particular, between each term, to get the next term, a particular rule is not following. 1 1 2 3 5. So this is the sequence, and what would be the next two term? Now how we are getting 1? It means that 1 times 1 is 1, but 1 times 1 is not 2. So 2 times 1 is not 3. It means that the rule is not same. So in multiplication we are not getting this sequence. Now let's try with addition. 1 plus 1 is 2, but 1 plus 0 is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 2, then 2 plus 1 is 3, then 3 plus 2. So what is happening? First they are adding 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Then plus 1. What is happening? Plus 1. Now again plus 1. Now plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. Now what will happen? 0 1 1 means they are adding 1 2 times. It means that we will add 2 2 times. Then we will go for the next digit. So it means that what will be the next term? Now you have to analyze and give the answers. Now let's look at very carefully again. If we will look at the number which is at the back before 1, so it would be 0. So it means that 0 plus 1 is 1. Now 1 plus 1, 0 plus 1 is 1. We are getting this number. Now 1 plus 1 is 2. So it means that if we will add these two numbers, we are getting this number. Now 2 plus 1 is 3. We are getting this number after adding both of them. Now 3 plus 2 is 5. Now 5 plus 3 would be 8. So the next term would be 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 8. So the next term would be 8. Now what we have to do with them to get the next term? If we will add these two terms, so we will get 13. So this shows the thing which we were doing previously, 0 plus 1, because the pattern was not getting proper. Because 0, if we were adding 0 plus 0, okay fine, 0 plus 1 is 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2, then 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. Now this is not something which is a red flag, means 2 times 1 is coming but 0 is coming 2 times, only 1 time, and 2 is coming only 1 time. So it means that there is something wrong which we were doing. So that's why we need to think with different perspective in this way, that if we will add before 1 it is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, that's why we are getting 1 over here. Then 1 plus 1 is 2, then 2 plus 1 is 3, then 3 plus 2 is 5, then 5 plus 3 is 8, and 8 plus 3 is 13. So this is how we can analyze or reanalyze the mistakes which we have done. Now let's look at over here. It's 4, then 16. So 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64, but not 36. Now let's look at over here very attentively. So 4 times 4, so it's a square of 2, basically 2 2s are 4, then it's a square of 4, 4 4s are 16, then this is a square of 6, 6 6s are 36, then a square of 8, which is 64, then a square of 10. Now what would be the next one? It would be square of 12, and then square of 40. So this is how we can crack the pattern, because in each term the pattern is not same. It's maybe same or maybe different. So over here these are the squares of the even number starting from 2. So now we can give the answer like 2 comma 4 comma 16 comma 64 comma 100 comma 144 comma 196. This is how we can analyze the next two terms. Now let's look at part C. It's 26, then 25 means subtracting 1 fine, then subtracting 4 minus 4, then again minus 1, then again minus 4. Now you can see a pattern is generating. So now after 4 we need to subtract 1, so we will get 15, and then from 15 we need to again subtract 4, so we will get 11. So now this is how we can analyze and crack the pattern. So these are the next two terms. So I hope you are enjoying these type of question, these type of number sequences. Now let's look at the last part. What is happening over here? Subtracting 2. Minus minus is plus. So minus 2. Then minus 4. Now what is happening? Minus 8. Means double. They are getting double. Double of 2 is 4. Double of 4 is 8. And then double of 4 is 16. Now the double of 16 would be 32. So it means that if we will subtract minus 35 minus 32, so 7, it's negative 67. So the next term would be negative 67, and then double of 32 would be 64. It means that minus 67 minus 64, this will gives us the next term. So it would gives us 11, 12 plus 1, 13, negative 131. So the next terms would be like minus 35, then minus 67, then minus 131. So I hope you enjoyed the video and you have understood all the concept which has been taught. Do not forget to like, subscribe and share our YouTube videos. Thank you for your support.